First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put Honchkrow up first since Byron leads with a Bronzong. And I believe that thing has either Light Screen, Reflect, or possibly both. And the last thing I want is for Byron's team to get the upper hand because of those screens. Oh yes, just a reminder, in this game only, in addition to either ground or fire moves, Bronzong is also weak to dark and ghost moves, just like it currently is starting from Gen 6. Now hopefully one Night Slash is enough to take down one hit. Although Bronzong is pretty sturdy, so I wouldn't be surprised if it were to survive this attack. Okay, good thing it didn't, because if it did, then it would have gone for either Light Screen or Reflect. I don't know which one's worse. Magnezone, I'll go with Lucario on this one, although I could have gone for either Torterra or Gastrodon, but Lucario needs to experience more than those two. But had I gone for Gastrodon, I don't know if I would have potentially gone first. I mean, yeah, sure, Magnezone is kind of slow, but then again, Gastrodon is slower, so yeah, I guess Magnezone would have outsped my Gastrodon. And if that did happen, then I don't know what this thing could possibly do to me. If I were to take a wild guess, maybe Magnet Rise, if it does have that move, which I'm not really sure if it does. Well, even if Magnezone did go for Magnet Rise, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because, as you saw, it went down one hit to an Aura Sphere. And the same thing will happen to the Steelix. Now, good thing Bronzong didn't set up a light screen, otherwise Steelix would definitely survive this Aura Sphere, and it would kill me with an Earthquake, because yes, it has happened to me before, and yes, it does have Earthquake. Now, good thing Sturdy doesn't act the way it does in future Pokemon games, otherwise I think I would have gone for something else. Well, actually, I don't know if that Steelix had Sturdy, I'm just assuming it did, because, well, I guess I consider Sturdy to be one of the best abilities out there. Fortress, I'll go with Honchkrow on this one, since it's the only one of my team with a fire move, and fire is Fortress's only weakness. Now, I don't know what this thing knows, but if I were to take a wild guess, maybe Explosion, or maybe it could potentially set up entry hazards, since that's what Fortress does best. But I'll never know, since Heat Wave took it down in one hit. Alright, who's next? Aggron? Okay, this is a job for Lucario. Now, I'm going to go for Ice Punch first, because get this. That Aggron is holding a Focus Sash, and if I go for Aura Sphere first, then not only will Aggron survive, but it could potentially go for Metal Burst, and that might actually kill me, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm just playing it safe. Oh, Head Smash? Okay, that usually hurts a lot, but given how Lucario has a quad resistance to Rock-type attacks, yeah, Head Smash didn't really do a lot of damage. Okay, now that Aggron's HP is not full anymore, the Focus Sash can't do anything for it. But yeah, that whole incident involving Metal Burst, that has happened to me before, so yeah, I was doing my best to prevent that from happening again, because I don't usually make the same mistake twice. Okay, and here comes Byron's ace, that being Bastiodon. Now, I seem to recall that this thing had Rest back in Diamond and Pearl, and I'm wondering why it had that move. I mean, if you had either a fighting or a ground type attack, it's curtains for this thing. But as for what it knows here, well, I don't really know. I mean, Bastiodon has a pretty versatile move pool. I mean, I should know since I used it in the past. Well, not here, but in another game. So yeah, for all I know, that Bastiodon could have had, anything. Okay, so aside from a minor hit from Head Smash, this battle really wasn't all that difficult. Although it would have been difficult had Bronzong set up the screens, or if Aggron went for Metal Burst to possibly kill me. But good thing that didn't happen. Okay, got the Mind Badge. So now this enabled us to use Strength outside of battle, but as I said previously, the only place in this game where you can use Strength is in the Distortion world, which won't be for quite some time. Okay, in addition to the Mind Badge, Byron is also going to give me the TM for Flash Cannon. Now, I did say I was going to teach Lucario a Steel move, but Flash Cannon is not the move I'm going to teach Lucario. It's going to be Meteor Mash. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that somewhere down the road once I'm ready. Okay, is Byron going to say anything interesting? With more young trainers like my son and you two taking charge, the future of Pokemon is bright. Well, assuming you can get along with your son first. I mean, yeah, I do see that you have fights with your son every now and then. But I guess that's normal to have fights with your parents. Okay, the way out of here is pretty easy. You want to take this pathway, and you're going to see another red lift, which will take you all the way to the bottom. When I was a kid, I actually thought that that was another way to get to Byron, but unfortunately, what I didn't know back then was that was only a one-way path. Much to my disappointment. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because getting to Byron is not really all that hard. Okay, I don't think this guy's going to say anything interesting. Alright, and with that, I'm out of here. And upon exiting, Barry is going to congratulate me for getting the Mind Badge. Yeah, that battle really wasn't all that hard aside from a minor hit from Head Smash. I'm tougher. Oh, get over yourself. You haven't beaten me once. Okay, now Barry wants me to come to the library, and I will do so right now. I don't think I need to heal because I didn't take a whole lot of damage from that gym battle. Too slow? What? I was a few feet away from you. Quit your bitching. Okay, now Barry's going to enter the library, so what I'm doing here is, well, Professor Rowan wants to have a meeting with me, Barry, and Dawn present, so yeah, that's why Barry came to fetch me from the gym. Okay, there's Rowan and Dawn over at that table, so yeah, it looks like Barry is ready to hightail it out of here for some reason. What? What's the rush? Where are you going? Okay, looks like Rowan is giving Barry the look, even though you can't see it. And what I mean by that is, I guess it's kind of a stern look, even though you can't see it because Rowan is just a sprite. Okay, so what Rowan wants to talk about is, well, I guess he's kind of contemplating as to why legendaries never evolve. Well, in the future, I'm sure he'll meet 3 legendaries that are capable of evolving, and I think you guys know who those 3 are. Okay, and in just a little bit, he's going to talk about the Lake Guardians, that being Yuxi, Mesprit, and Azelf, and he wants us to obtain some information about them. Okay, now he's going to tell us to go to the Lakes of Sinnoh because, well, those Pokemon could potentially be there, and if they are there, then, yeah, maybe we could obtain some data about them and shed some light on how the process of Pokemon evolution works. Okay, I don't understand what catching the Lake Guardians have to do with Pokemon evolution. That makes no sense to me at all. You didn't get a Pokedex? What were we doing at the lab anyway? Oh, you bolted from the lab? Oh wow, that's so Barry. Barry, gotta love him. Okay, so after a bit more chit-chat, Rowan's going to tell us to go to the Lakes of Sinnoh. So Dawn is going to go to Lake Verity, I'm going to Lake Valor, and Barry's going to Lake Acuity. Lake Acuity, we haven't been there yet, although we were on Route 216, but we couldn't go to Route 217 quite yet because the path to that route was blocked off. Okay, now Rowan is going to repeat what I just said. Dawn's going to Lake Verity, I'm going to Lake Valor, and Barry is going to Lake Acuity. If you're playing Diamond and Pearl, then you can actually go to Lake Acuity after this. Although, if you do that, then, well, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to get some additional dialogue from Barry. And while you're at it, I guess you could take on the Snow Point State Gym. But in a game like this, and even the vanilla version of Pokemon Platinum, you can't do that. Okay, looks like Barry's going to kiss Professor Rowan's ass at this point. Yeah, once again, gotta love Barry. So yeah, as for Lake Valor, I am going there. Well, we haven't been there yet, but we were outside of the lake, but we couldn't enter quite yet because there was some people blocking the way. But at this point, since Rowan wants me to go there, yeah, I have to go there now. Doom! I still don't understand why it says Doom, not Boom. Anyway, what happened was, well, that TV behind us is going to tell us what just happened. Okay, I'm pretty sure this TV was added in Pokemon Platinum and not in Diamond and Pearl. Okay, we see some smoke, and that smoke is coming from Lake Valor. How fitting. I was just about to go there. But in a real-life situation, I don't know if it's a good idea to go to a place that just suffered an explosion because, well, I don't know if you're liable to get hurt. Yeah, as I said, there was an explosion over at Lake Valor. Obviously, this has to be the work of Team Galactic. So yeah, obviously, I'm going to go to Lake Valor to see what Team Galactic was doing there. Okay, at this point, since the explosion happened, all the NPCs in Canalave City, yeah, their lineup texts have changed because everyone was shooken up by the explosion. Also, there's one thing on my mind that's bothering me. How is it that I was able to hear the explosion from a faraway distance? I mean, think about it. Lake Valor is all the way on the other side of the region, and I'm in Canalave, and I was somehow able to hear that explosion. Yeah, I really don't get that at all. I don't really get how that works. Okay, now I believe someone is going to show up. Okay, it's a sailor guy. I believe he's supposed to be by the dock. I believe in Diamond and Pearl he had a different line of text. I don't quite recall what he said. Well, I'm pretty sure it's not anything of interest since, well, yeah, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it wasn't interesting. Okay, now Barry is going to take his leave, presumably on his way to Lake Acuity. Yeah, once again, gotta love him. Okay, now Rowan really wants me to go to Lake Valor to see what happened there. So yeah, as I said, it was the work of Team Galactic, so yeah, we have to see what they were doing over there. And the way to go there, well, I guess you can fly to either Fieldstone or Pastoria. I'll go to Pastoria since it's much quicker there. Okay, if I go to Lake Verity, then I don't think anything's going to be there right now, so my only option is to go to Lake Valor. As for healing, well, I don't think I really need to heal because, well, as I said, I didn't take a whole lot of damage from the battle against Byron, so I think I'm good to go. But first, I think I'm going to put the Lucky Egg back on Lucario since, well, I want to put the Black Belt on Lucario so that way I could power up Aura Sphere in case I really needed the boost. As for Honchkrow, it was holding the Amulet coin since, as you saw, I got a whole lot of money from the fight. 12,000 plus. Oh, it's raining in this route. Okay, it doesn't usually rain in this route. Okay, that's a pretty rare occurrence. Well, the last time I was here, I don't think it was raining, but if it was, then I don't think it would matter that much because I think I was using Torterra the last time I was on Route 213. And obviously, the rain won't power up any grass-type attacks. Okay, as you can see here, looks like Team Galactic used a Galactic Bomb to blow up the lake and drain out the water. Yeah, they only did that so that way they can get access to the legendary that's supposed to be here. Okay, and as you can see, there's a lot of Magikarps in the area. Well, too bad you can't battle those Magikarps. Not that I want to anyway, because, yeah, Magikarp doesn't give out a lot of experience. Alright, since I'm fighting these grunts, I might as well talk about something that happened recently, but I didn't have a whole lot of time to talk about it. So recently, there was a Terrorate battle event featuring a mighty Hisuian Typhlosion. That event happened from November 3rd, and it ended on November 5th. But as of right now, it's starting up again. It starts today on November 10th, and it'll end on November 12th. Now, I would talk about its moveset, but I don't think I have a whole lot of time left to talk about it, so I want to talk about something else. And I think you know what that is. So, I've been told that Scarlet and Violet's second DLC, that being the Indigo Disc, is coming out on December 14th. Okay, that's a lot earlier than the original date, since the last time I spoke about it, I think I said something about how the DLC for Scarlet and Violet, that being the Indigo Disc, it comes out on April 30th, 2024. Oh yes, there's a hidden HP up over here, so if you want to grab it, now's the time to do so, because, well, once the lake returns to normal, I don't know if it's even possible to get that HP up. Okay, so since the Indigo Disc is coming out on December 14th, I guess whoever's programming the game have everything they need so that way they could launch the Indigo Disc. Because April 30th, 2024, well, obviously, we're not in winter anymore. So yeah, I was assuming that maybe they needed some more time to prepare for the Indigo Disc to be released, since I assumed that they were going to throw in some more content. But if they have everything that they need, then okay, I guess the Indigo Disc is ready to go. Oh, play rough? Well, as you saw, it has the same animation as Submission. Although, I'm not really sure if Submission is in this game. Probably not. Because all the animations I see in this game, well, certain moves that come from future Pokemon games, well, yeah, I guess those moves replace the moves of Pokemon that are usually in the game. Okay, I don't think I have any more time to take on any more grunts, so I think I'm going to end it off here. Okay, this guy's saying that other members of Team Galactic are headed to Twin Leaf Town. Well, if I try going there right now, then yeah, I'm not going to see anybody. Okay, I think that guy over there is going to fight me, but I don't have a whole lot of time left to fight any more grunts. So, I'm going to leave it off here for today. So, see you next time.